lesson on comparing triangles. In this lesson, we will learn some basic rules and properties of triangles when they're in pairs and how that leads us to make accurate comparisons. Now, if two triangles have a pair of corresponding congruent sides, but the angle between those sides of the first triangle is larger than its corresponding pair of the second, then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second. Now, let's demonstrate this a little bit by drawing two triangles within a circle. And let's have those two triangles meet some of the requirements we talked about. So I have one triangle, two equal sides is isosceles, and then the third side, of course, between those two sides. Now I draw a second triangle, and I draw this triangle much different, but of course it will have two equal sides, and those two equal sides will be congruent to the blue triangle. And I will also connect those sides together. Now, if I'm looking at angle A and angle B, and then side A and side B, if I make the determination that angle B is larger than angle A, then side B of the red triangle has to be larger than side A, as long as those two angles were within those congruent sides. So how can I use this and end up drawing accurate conclusions? So let's take a look at a case with two triangles that have a pair of congruent sides. So angle ABC over here is 68, and angle DEF, also between the two congruent sides, is 44. So what conclusion can I draw? I can establish that AC is going to be larger than DF of the second one, simply because that angle nestled between those two congruent sides is larger than its pair. Let's take a look at another problem. So here I'm trying to compare two triangles. I know BAC is 42. I know EDF is 67. Now, before I jump to the conclusion and say that EF is larger, I don't know that these angles are within a pair of congruent sides. I don't know anything about AC and DF, so I cannot finalize this problem by making a concrete conclusion. So let's apply this to a more complex problem. I want to go ahead and complete the following statements, which either are greater than, an equals, or a less than. And I'm given a lot of information about this triangle, so I'll go ahead and start labeling that. I know that CAB is 70, ABC is 47, CBD is 51, BDC is 88, BCD is 41, and lastly, ACB is 63. It's important to label these things so that we can see them on the actual figure. Now, my first comparison comes between sides AB and BD. So I'm looking at AB and BD. Now, to compare those two, I know that 63 and 41 do fall between two pairs of congruent sides. And since 63 is larger, AB is going to be larger than BD. Now I'm looking at CB and AB. Now, CB and AB, they're within the same triangle, and 70 is larger. So CB is going to be larger than AB because 70 was larger than 63. Next, I'm comparing CD and BD, so I will again look at the angles opposite, and I know that CD has a larger angle opposite to it since 51 is bigger than 41. The last one, I'm looking at AC and BD. Now, unfortunately, these two sides are not in the same triangle, nor do they fall in between congruent sides, so I really cannot make a determination here because the angle is not included between those two pairs of congruent sides for the triangles here in question.